Well, thank you very much. It's a pleasure to be here. I nominated someone for the Deming Cup. I nominated myself. I was rejected. Terry called to tell me. He did it with his natural grace and touch and charm. He said, "You're rejected." That only confirmed to me the intelligence of this award. Thank you, Terry Lundgren. Terry is a great corporate leader. He is a great civic leader. He's been a great friend to the state of New York and a great friend to me. Let's give him a big round of applause, Terry Lundgren. I'd like to recognize Dean Costas Maglaris and Chairman Niles and Professor Nelson Freeman and the entire Columbia Business School community for making tonight's event possible and for the good work you do every day. Let's give them a round of applause. I'd also like to thank Kathy Wild and Michael Miller, who are here with us today for this award. Thank you very much, Michael. Thank you, Kathy. And tonight's honorees, Hubert Joly, CEO of Best Buy. I love Best Buy.
I love you.
Oh, you love me. That's even better. And David Abney, Chairman and CEO of UPS. And David's story and his success is really heartwarming to all of us, and I was glad to be here with him. Let's give them a round of applause. And it's my pleasure to be with a room full of business leaders. You should all be located in the state of New York. There is no reason to be located anywhere else. If you have any question about that, please call me at 518-474-7516. New York can be very accommodating, and we want you here. And of course, my job tonight is to welcome and honor Chief Judge Janet Difiore. Her husband, Dennis Glazer, is here, and her entire family. Let's give them a round of applause. I want her family to know that the only time the Chief Judge is decidedly unavailable to me is when she says those 4 words, "I'm with my family." And there is no appeal from that decision. Please allow me to make 2 points on the significance of tonight. First, as you've heard, the Deming Center, in choosing the Chief Judge, is selecting the first government official ever to receive this honor. And when you think about that, it's a powerful statement in and of itself. The fact that Columbia is awarding a public service award makes the simple but profound point that management matters in government. While Columbia's wisdom seems obvious and apparent, it has been lost in our political process. More and more, politics and government has become about rhetoric rather than results, posturing rather than performance. Government management is not an oxymoron. The words are mutually inclusive. At its best, government is the pursuit of a mission and the management of its realization. Government is an operational exercise. It runs the trains, it manages schools, it helps the homeless, it builds transportation, it balances the budget, it administers judgment. It is designed to accomplish a goal efficiently and effectively. It was never designed to be a perpetual process. It was to deliver an end. Substance and competence in government matter, today more than ever. A condition of employment for almost any job in the world starts with qualifications. You would never hire a lawyer who didn't practice law. You would never hire a pilot who never flew a plane. But you will elect a mayor, a governor, or a president in this country who never ran a candy store. Why the political process is devoid of such obvious logic is a topic for a different evening. But I believe it is self-defeating and it is self-fulfilling. The public cynicism towards politics has been bred by the litany of hollow promises made by candidates who fail to deliver results. But they never actually had the experience or character necessary to achieve that success in the first place. It's a self-defeating cycle. And once we believe that no one can do the job, then we believe that anyone can do the job. And that's a dangerous place to be. It's a degradation of the occupation and the institution at the peril of society. Welcome to Politics and Government 2020. My second point is you couldn't have a better honoree to make this point, nor to point in the right direction. A great chief judge of the Court of Appeals must combine two very different skill sets: a deep understanding and respect for the law, and at the same time the executive skills to manage a bureaucratic organization of more than 18,000 employees and more than a $2 billion annual budget. It's a rare combination of talents, and Janet Difiore is uniquely gifted in this regard. Janet is a lawyer's lawyer. She is a judge's judge, and she's an accomplished manager. She's a jurist who can follow in John Jay's legacy, but with the drive for innovation of a Thomas Edison. Janet Difiore demonstrated both skill sets as a county judge, as Westchester District Attorney, and when she was appointed by the former chief judge to manage the criminal court system of the 9th Judicial District. You can judge Janet's success by the numbers. Government has its own version of a P&L statement and stock price. Janet Difiore's administration reduced misdemeanor cases pending in New York City for more than a year by 85%. And felonies outside of New York pending for more than 6 months by 71%. Justice delayed is justice denied. Leaving people in a jail because the court system didn't function was an atrocity. And Janet has, in a large part, remedied that. And now her management skills and executive personality have given her the knowledge and the confidence to raise the bar for an historic high. Janet has proposed amending the Constitution of the state of New York to fundamentally reorganize the court system from an old bureaucracy to a modern-day organization. It is a necessary but daunting undertaking, to be sure. Not since Dr. Deming took on the redesign of Japan's manufacturing sector has a chief judge set as ambitious a goal. Dr. Deming himself said 37 years ago, government service is to be judged on equity as well as on efficiency. And tonight, Columbia University met Deming's standard and then some in honoring Chief Judge Difiore. Ladies and gentlemen, I give you Chief Judge Janet Difiore.